Hello, my name is Sean Lamboris, and I felt compelled to create this video and this channel to combat the financial misinformation and garbage that's floating around the internet. On this channel, we're not going to talk about cryptocurrency. We're not going to talk about get-rich-quick schemes. We're not going to talk about any of that sketchy stuff. I was fortunate. I was able to attend university where I studied finance and economics. I have more than 30 years experience investing in the market. We're going to stick to sensible, tried and true ways to build wealth to achieve financial freedom. Now let's get started. Lesson number one, and possibly the most important financial lesson of all: live below your means. Simply put, that means spend less money each month than you bring in. At the end of the month, do you have more money in your bank account or less money in your bank account than you had the previous month? A simple formula can be used to determine whether you're living below your means. It's simply monthly revenue minus monthly expenses. Monthly revenue is the money you bring home from your job, what's deposited into your bank account after taxes. Expenses are the things you spend money on each month. Every dollar you spend is an expense. To better understand your expenses, you need to track your spending. You can do this by downloading an expense tracking app to your phone. You can create your own spreadsheet, or you can even use a notebook. But you're going to record and document each time you spend money. You're going to do this daily. At the end of the month, you're going to have a better idea of where your money is going. We all want financial independence, and that raises the question: how much money should I have in my bank account at the end of each month after paying all my bills? Well, that's up to you. When do you want to retire? Conventional thinking says that if you save and invest 15% of your income, you should be able to comfortably retire at around age 65. At the other end of the spectrum is the FIRE movement. Perhaps you've heard of it. Financial Independence, Retire Early. In that community, they strive to save and invest 50 to 70% of their income. Now, I know that's quite aggressive and not practical for everybody, but could you save 20%, 25%, maybe 30%? If you're having difficulty spending less than you make, you have a couple options. You can increase your income, or you can reduce your spending. Now, when it comes to increasing your income, you've got some options there. You can go to your boss and ask for a raise. That may or may not work. You can acquire new skills that are in demand and go out and look for a better job that pays more. Or you can start a side hustle, maybe get a second job or start a small business. I ask you to track your spending, and those monthly expense reports can reveal several things. What is your biggest expense? Are you wasting money on things you don't need or want? Are there areas you can cut back? For the vast majority of people, their biggest expense is rent or a mortgage payment. Is it possible you get a roommate? Could you downsize and get a smaller home? Could you move to a neighborhood that's less expensive? How about a large car payment? Auto companies spend millions and millions of dollars each and every year to convince us that we need to drive a Cadillac Escalade or a BMW. I'm telling you, we don't. That makes the auto executives wealthy, not us. How about reoccurring monthly expenses? Do you have a $150 cable bill? Do you have a Netflix account? Do you watch it? Do you have a gym membership? Do you go? Let's talk about restaurants. Are you getting takeout for lunch 5 days a week? Are you going out to dinner 3 or 4 times a week? Everybody seems to focus on increasing your income, and that's great. But let me tell you why reducing your expenses may have a greater impact on your ability to save. When it comes to increasing your income, you have to pay taxes on each additional dollar you earn. If you're in the 24% tax bracket, for each additional dollar you earn, you only get to keep 76 cents of that dollar. Now, when it comes to reducing your expenses, every dollar you save is a dollar in your pocket. Living below your means is the single most important financial concept to understand when it comes to accumulating wealth and achieving financial freedom. It applies to everybody at all income levels. Whether you're a CEO or a surgeon earning more than $1 million a year, or you're a custodian or landscaper earning $40,000 a year, it applies to everybody. You may be wondering, if this financial concept is so important, why aren't more people talking about it? Well, the answer is quite simple. Nobody profits off of it. Businesses want you to consume. Banks and credit card companies want you to take out loans. Investment companies want to charge you fees and commissions. When you live below your means, it benefits you and no one else. I can't emphasize this enough. You will never accumulate great wealth or achieve financial freedom unless you understand and embrace this concept. If you like this video and you learned something, smash that like button.